In Elabel, Georgia, a $4.3 billion joint venture between Hyundai Motor Group and LG Energy Solution was set to transform America's electric vehicle industry. The factory was a cornerstone of Hyundai's $12.6 billion investment in Georgia, symbolizing deepening U.S.-South Korea economic ties. Its mission: produce advanced lithium-ion batteries domestically, reducing America's reliance on Asian imports and strengthening national security. Thousands of high-skilled jobs were promised, energizing the local economy and offering a model for international cooperation. For South Korea, it was a chance to expand its global reach and cement its alliance with the U.S. The plant embodied shared goals: a bridge to a greener, more self-sufficient future. Construction buzzed with anticipation, as leaders in both countries celebrated the project as a beacon of progress. But this vision was about to be tested by an unexpected crisis. Building a cutting-edge EV battery plant required more than labor. It demanded rare expertise. Hyundai LG brought in South Korean engineers and technicians, specialists with unique knowledge of custom-built machinery unavailable in the U.S. Their job: install, calibrate, and launch the advanced systems that would power the factory. These experts were essential for transferring technology and training American workers for long-term operations. Their presence was always meant to be temporary, a bridge to self-sufficiency. Without them, the plant's sophisticated equipment would remain idle. This reliance on foreign specialists is common in global manufacturing, reflecting the reality of high-tech investment. But the need for these experts would soon expose the project's greatest vulnerability. Navigating U.S. immigration law would become a flashpoint, turning collaboration into crisis. On September 4, 2025, the Georgia plant's routine was shattered by a massive federal raid. Homeland Security agents swarmed the site, halting all work and detaining 475 people, most of them South Korean specialists. The official claim widespread visa violations and unlawful employment. Workers were lined up, searched, and transported to a federal detention center, their status suddenly in question. Images of shackled engineers spread quickly, sparking outrage in South Korea. A leaked ICE document later revealed that some detained workers had valid visas, suggesting the raid was far less precise than claimed. The operation swept up both legal and illegal workers, turning a targeted investigation into a chaotic mass arrest. The day ended not with progress but with confusion, fear, and a partnership in jeopardy. The project's future, and the fate of its foreign specialists, was now uncertain. The fallout would reach the highest levels of government. News of the raid triggered a diplomatic crisis between Washington and Seoul. President Trump defended the action, insisting the workers were in the U.S. illegally and urging companies to hire Americans. He offered a deal: detained specialists could stay if they agreed to train American workers, a demand made while they remained in detention. For the South Korean engineers, the choice was stark: stay under duress or return home after a humiliating ordeal. Nearly all chose voluntary departure, unwilling to continue after being treated as criminals. The trust that underpinned the project was shattered. The multi-billion-dollar factory was left in limbo, its future uncertain. The episode marked a turning point in U.S.-South Korea industrial cooperation. The consequences would ripple far beyond Georgia. With over 300 key specialists gone, the Hyundai LG plant ground to a halt. The site fell silent, advanced machinery left untouched, and the project's timeline collapsed. American workers faced layoffs as the technical installation stalled. LG Energy Solution pulled its remaining foreign staff nationwide, deepening the freeze. The risk of investing and deploying personnel in the U.S. had become too high. What began as a symbol of progress was now a monument to crisis. The delay set back America's EV ambitions and local economic hopes. The project's future and America's reputation hung in the balance. The raid ignited a diplomatic firestorm in South Korea, with protests and official demands for the workers' release. The South Korean government lodged a formal protest, warning of severe damage to bilateral relations. High-level talks between Seoul and Washington failed to quickly resolve the crisis. The timing, amid sensitive trade negotiations, fueled accusations that the U.S. was using the incident as leverage. China and Japan also protested, fearing for their own nationals and investments. The message to global investors was clear: even allies faced unpredictable risks in America. The incident eroded trust, casting doubt on the U.S. as a safe destination for foreign capital. Years of goodwill were undone in days. The Georgia crisis sent shockwaves through the global business community. America's reputation as a stable, predictable investment destination was shattered. foreign companies reconsidered U.S. expansion, fearing their projects and people could be caught in political crossfire. The Hyundai-LG delay set back America's EV supply chain, forcing continued reliance on imports. South Korean firms faced uncertainty, and future investments were put on hold. The broader economic impact was a chilling effect on all sectors, not just autos. Companies began factoring in new political risks for U.S. investments. The cost lost opportunities, delayed innovation, and a tarnished global image. The long-term damage would be measured in more than just missed production targets. By mid-September 2025, the Georgia plant remained dormant, a symbol of ambition derailed by policy and mistrust. U.S. and South Korean officials began urgent talks, seeking a new visa category for critical technical specialists. South Korea pushed for legal clarity and protection for its experts, hoping to restore confidence in U.S. investment. But rebuilding trust would take more than new laws. The scars of the raid ran deep. Hyundai, LG, and other investors demanded concrete assurances before restarting stalled projects. America's reputation as a safe harbor for global business was at stake. The episode exposed the fragile links between immigration, diplomacy, and economic strategy. The fate of the Georgia plant became a test case for America's commitment to international partnership. Whether the project revives will signal if the U.S. can compete in a global economy built on trust. For now, a once bright future waits in limbo, its resolution uncertain.